Helmets Off, brought to you by WCF Insurance, is now on. We're going to Major League Baseball via Japan, via the Boston Red Sox and Babe Ruth, because Shohei Ohtani has arrived. And oh my goodness, is this something that's like unheard of since 1918, when the great Bambino was both pitching and hitting for the Boston Red Sox? Well, he decided to just become a hitter, and he became one of the greatest of all time. Shohei Ohtani has kind of put Major League Baseball on its ear in the opening week. He homered the other day, 3-run home run, and he pitched 6 innings in a win in his first start. So what he's doing, he's a multi-faceted player. So he's both a pitcher, and a hitter, a designated hitter for the California Angels. It's a crazy thing that's going on here, and I think it's this huge debate about will he last, will he won't, because he really struggled in spring training. He could hardly hit, and he could hardly find the strike zone. I'm sure that there was somewhat of an adjustment from coming from Japan, but he's done well doing both of these different tasks in baseball, in Japanese baseball, which is a high level, a high caliber of baseball. But now he's in the majors, and there's been somewhat of an adjustment. I can only imagine the pressure he's been under. So many people have been excited to see, can he really do this, can he really not? And the early signs show that he's actually kind of, he's making it happen. I know it's really early to tell if it'll be a long-term thing, because this season goes on and on and on and on. Now, Major League Baseball has added to the season as far as it started earlier, so there's more time to rest. I guess he'll need that. I find this absolutely fascinating because it's like one of those things. It's like, all right, so he's a hitter, right? And they have this thing in baseball, the unwritten rule, where you're going to brush back a player. So if a pitcher throws at him, he's like, go ahead, throw at me, because I'm going to be out on the mound and I'm going to throw it right back at you. So that will be kind of an interesting thing to see if it ever happens. But man, this is so exciting to watch this young player. I think it's so refreshing. I think it's so wonderful to see actually happen. I think the biggest question, though, for me is, can he sustain this over a long period of time? And if he does, are there other players that are going to follow suit? Is this going to start becoming a somewhat normal process? We all understand that being one position in baseball, like you're a pitcher, you have to spend so much time refining and preparing and grooving yourself that you don't have time to become a hitter. You know, that's the big dilemma, and that's the whole debate that's gone on for the eons of time in baseball. Pitchers are not hitters, right? And you have the National League that says they're not, and or they are, and then you have the American League that says they're not. We'll put in a DH. So this is going to be interesting to see. Okay, I'm throwing all of these traditions in baseball on its ear because I can do both. Now it's a question of whether you really want to. I mean, you got to spend time hitting and being in a cage and understanding pitchers and all that stuff, but you also have to do the same thing as a pitcher. So that's the big thing for me. It'll be a fun thing for all of us to watch, but early on, he hits a home run and he wins in his debut. I think it's exciting. I think it's something that we'll definitely keep our eye on here. Hope you enjoy this, because this is really fun. This makes baseball extremely interesting to me, which I like anyways. Anyways, Helmets Off is now off. You can text helmets to 65537. Go to all those social sites there down in the bottom and like us. And of course, type in on your podcast button on your smartphone, Helmets Off. And there we are. Until then, we'll catch you soon.